In my 20 plus years on this earth, this is actually the first time I am making moi moi. Welcome back to my channel, guys. It is your girl Becky Bex. Please do well, give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment, and please like this video. It actually took me a while to do this video because it was my first time making moi moi, like I said earlier. So please pat my back and tell me well done if I actually did well. So first of all, I started with washing my beans. I heard and I saw that you have to wash your beans this way, clean it properly before you can blend it. So I did just the way I was taught, and after then I went to blend it in the market. I did not want to use my blender because I heard it doesn't blend completely. So I went to the market to blend. So I added ginger and garlic, pepper and onions, and yeah guys, this is the outcome. So first of all, I diluted the tomato paste in water and I added in it just to give it a little change in color. I'm not a fan of the red moi moi thing, but if you're interested in it, you can add shombo. It will make the color red. So I went ahead to put in my oil that I fried a bit on low heat with my onions just to release its sweetness from the onions to the oil. So I added just a little. You can add more, you can add less, whichever is okay for you. So I know the taste of this onions is also going to add in my moi moi making, because I heard the secret to a sweet moi moi, it's onions. So I made sure to add enough. So you stir well so that ingredients will go into the beans very well. So I decided to add crayfish. This is actually the bigger crayfish, that prawns like crayfish. I blended and added in it because the taste of this one is actually higher than the smaller one. So I also added my crayfish maggi. This crayfish maggi is very sweet. I like it so much and I do not miss out on adding it in my food, mostly my beans when I'm cooking beans or I'm making porridge. So it's actually very important to put crayfish and onions. Like those are the two ingredients that make up a very sweet moi moi. So after stirring for a while, I noticed it was still thick. So I decided to add lukewarm water into the beans for it to loosen up a bit till it gets to the consistency I wanted. Some persons usually mix all their ingredients in water and just pour it into the mixture. But it depends on however you want it. There are many ways to go about it. So personally, I just felt this method is the best. So I went ahead to add my mackerel fish that I steamed. I steamed it first so that the spices will enter the fish. To give that fish taste, you just have something to eat while having your moi moi. I kept on adding warm water to loosen the beans up until I was sure everything was okay and ready to be cooked. After that, I tasted for salt and noticed the cube that I added earlier wasn't enough, so I just dropped a little salt in it just to improve the taste. I told you guys in my previous video that I prefer to use cubes, Maggi cubes or no cubes, than putting salt, because salt can easily go off in your food than when you put cubes. So I also checked that pepper wasn't enough. Just as I told you guys too in my previous videos, I am a pepper fan. Like I need to, no, I love pepper so much, so it always has to be in my food. So I added a little more and then went ahead to add the fish stock. That is the stock from the fish I steamed. I added it for an extra taste in the mixture. So I kept on stirring till everything was well incorporated into the food. So when I tasted it again, I still noticed it wasn't enough. So I decided to go for another 2 cubes of Maggi. This time it gave it a perfect taste. It gave it a perfect taste. It was okay at this point. So I kept stirring till it became perfect. Next off, I went ahead to wash my leaves. I made sure I washed it thoroughly. If you can use hot water, fine, but I use salt and warm water to wash this one, just to clear off that dirt and all in the market. So I used warm water and salt to wash it. So I told you guys this is actually my first time. So this is me trying to wrap the leaves, and I think I did well. Being my first time, I think I did well. I actually thought I wouldn't be able to do this. At some point, I was even opting for waterproof or plates, but I like challenging myself at some point. So I decided to buy the leaves and told myself I was going to do it. And this is me wrapping it. So if you're thinking of using this leaf and you're scared that you might not be able to use it, just go for it. I think it's easier than you see it. So just go for it, try it. All you have to do is just fold, and I don't know, you saw the video bit before this. Just fold, wrap, put in your mixture, and then close it, and that's basically all you need to do. So just keep watching to learn. So after so much effort to make this right, it came out 80% okay. So I added just a little water to steam the beans, because I was scared that if I put so much water, it might start penetrating into the leaves, because I'm very sure I did not tighten it up very well. So I checked it at intervals, let's say 10 minutes, just to check that just to know that everything was okay. And after 45 minutes, this is the outcome. Like, I was so nervous, I was so excited at the same time to know how well it's gonna turn out. And I was also scared if it was properly cooked. But funny enough, everything went well. Salt, pepper, everything was on point. The taste was superb. Like, everybody in the house enjoyed it. I was just shining my teeth at everyone that was eating this moi moi. And they were like, for the first time, you really, really tried. So I'm so certain that when I try this again, it will be perfect. Like, the texture, everything was wow. I just had to give myself kudos, because it wasn't easy. So thank you so much for watching. If you watched up to this point, thank you so much. I hope you've subscribed. Please give this video a thumbs up. Drop your comments. What do you think? Is Mama your favorite meal? Just drop a comment and turn on your notification bell. Thank you.